As you saw a few weeks ago, I went for Oxalis hunt from local plant shop. I found a different type of Oxalis plant, which is really having very dark colored, thicker leaves. I really wondered how to compare this to my Oxalis, that have a massive collections and all are in the open space. The interesting fact is this Oxalis can heal direct sunlights. Most of them were freshly planted and I was curious to try one. Today, I want to take you through the plant review after keeping the plant for a week. To identify this plant, some of the specifications you must know. 1T has deep purple, almost black leaves. Point number 2. The leaf is much thicker and have slightly glossy texture. Number 3. Center of the leaves, subtle inner shade patterns. And lastly, point 4. Slow growing but hardy. In the very first week, I decided to keep this plant indoors, right near a window where it gets plenty of indirect sunlight throughout the day. I assumed that would be enough light for the plant to thrive. And interestingly, I started noticing some subtle but exciting changes. New leaves began to emerge, not just any leaves, but ones that looked quite different from typical Oxalis plants. They were unique in shape and texture. At first, these new leaves had a mild green tone, but within a few days, they slowly began transforming. As they matured, the leaves became noticeably thicker, glossier, and much darker in color, almost velvety in appearance. One fascinating thing I observed was how the older leaves behaved as they started dying. Instead of fading away quietly, they actually turned even more purple before completely drying out. Isn't that amazing? This plant has truly surprised me with its transformation indoors, and I'm excited to see how it continues to evolve in the coming weeks. After that first week of growth, I had to go on a short trip for a few days. Before leaving, I accidentally made a big mistake. I closed all the windows in the room, thinking everything would be fine. But unfortunately, that completely cut off the natural light source my plant was depending on. During those few days, with no fresh air and no sunlight, things took a bad turn. When I returned, I was shocked. Most of the newly grown leaves had completely died, and only a few fragile leaves were left trying to survive. It honestly felt heartbreaking. Without wasting any time, I immediately took the plant up to the rooftop, hoping to reverse the damage. I began giving it gradual exposure to natural sunlight again, just enough to help it bounce back without stressing it further. I even tried to compare it with my other purple shade Oxalis, which has always been quite hardy, but even that one didn't seem to be doing too well during those days. Have you ever faced something similar with one of your plants? If so, please share in the comments. I'd love to hear how you helped your plant recover. For now, I'm hopeful. With proper care, sunlight, and time, I believe this beautiful plant will slowly revive in the coming weeks.